This award is intended to recognize a continuing and significant body of work. Over the years, it's been presented to volunteer leaders who have demonstrated vision, passion, and leadership in areas that are important to all of us. Of course, legislative advocacy, but also ACS CAN fundraising. Some of you relate very well to that. And integration between ACS CAN and the society, among other factors. Tonight I'm pleased and privileged to present the Volunteer Award for Excellence in Advocacy to someone familiar to many of us in the room, and certainly to all in the delegation from the great state of California, Ms. Lori Bremner. So I've got lots left to go, so take your seats to tell you all. Yeah, we'll get to the pictures in just a second. So here it goes. Lori has been an American Cancer Society volunteer since 1997 and a California Legislative Ambassador since 2002. In 2002, Lori participated in the first celebration on the Hill, as the rule was saying, and she also attended the 2006 celebration event. She served as the California State Lead Ambassador from 2007 to 2009, where she really began to flourish, demonstrating the type of dedicated leadership that would become her hallmark. Just for example, Lori was responsible for changing the name of what used to be known as the California Ambassador Training to Legislative Ambassador Caucus, just to be more reflective of our goals and what we do. She has championed the importance of using technology, particularly electronic communication, and I know a lot of people in the room know that and know it well, as a means of getting our message to decision makers, or simply to ensure that the hundreds of volunteers, advocacy volunteers, are kept in the loop. Talk about dedication and leadership. Here are just some of the things that she's done for ACS CAN and for the society. She served on the following California Division and National Committees and campaigns. California State Lead Ambassador, California Division Legislative Ambassador Leadership Team, 2007 to 11, and then Chair, 2007 to 2009. California Division Legislative Advocacy Team, 2006 to the President and the Chair, between 2010 and 2011. California Division ACS CAN Team, 2008 to the President and the Chair, again, 2011 and 2012. Co-Chair, California Cancer Research Act Proposition 29 campaign. We go Act Lead for the Congressional District and State Lead and Assembly 6 and State Assembly District number 4. National ACS CAN Board, Finance and Audit Committee Chair. And that one, I tell you, thank you, Lord, for doing that. New Legislative Ambassador Orientation, Lead Volunteer, California Division Board of Directors, 2011 to the present, and the incoming Chair for 2014. And it goes on, and it does go on. Presented the Fine Art of Advocacy at California's Relay Summit, something that Rule might appreciate. Lori is a strong e-advocacy advocate and is implementing e-advocacy in the Ambassador program. So you get the message, you get the ideas, you know who Lori is. Everybody in the room now does. Lori is an original member of the National Ambassador Team, having served as the volunteer voice on the work group that put this year's Leadership Summit and Lobby Day together. So for no other reason than for that, you ought to be very grateful for Lori for getting us all here in this room tonight. She's also already today led a new volunteer orientation session, which I understand was a standing room only kind of event, and she'll be sharing duties tomorrow at the Act Lead Basics session. This is a volunteer who knows the impact she can have on other volunteers and is highly committed to the peer-to-peer approach that we all know is the way that it works best. Finally, Lori is a cancer survivor. She is quick to remind people that she owes her life to two groups of people. The first group is the people who spent their workdays 30 or 40 years ago researching cancer therapies and treatments. The second is all the people who spend their personal time raising the money to fund the research. Research saved her life, and she worked hard so that more lives may be saved. When I called Lori to tell her that she was this year's recipient of the Volunteer Award for Excellence in Advocacy, she just about screamed, "No way!" And of course, I would have responded to my kids and said, "Yeah, way," but she about drove off the road. And it turns out that when I called her, she had just completed a trip to her congressperson about CAN legislative agenda. And it's just so typical of what Lori does for CAN and for cancer survivors everywhere, every day. I can think of no one who better exemplifies the dedicated leadership that this award is intended to recognize. So with this award, we all thank you, Lori, for all that you have done and continue to do for the organization. Lori Bremner.
Thank you so much, Rob. That was a really amazing introduction. I can't tell you all how honored I am to receive this award and how much it meant to me to be nominated by my division. Thank you so much. And when I look at the list of past recipients of this award, I'm even more honored that I too could say I won this award. There's many people in this room who paved the way and demonstrated the incredible power we have in the fight against cancer through advocacy, and especially through the role of strong volunteer leadership. And you've all been so generous with your time and your expertise, and I appreciate you so much. And compared to many of you, I'm a newbie, really. I first learned about advocacy when I was being trained to be a celebration ambassador for the first celebration on the Hill. And I've been a passionate relayer for a few years at that time. I'm still a passionate relayer. But that's when I began learning about advocacy and what we could do through that, and that's when I got lit on fire. In advocacy, I saw a way to make up for a lot of lost time, because I had been a cancer survivor for 20 years. And well, thank you, but in those 20 years, I had done nothing in the fight against cancer. Not a single thing until Relay for Life came to my community. I spent my early adulthood with no hair and puffy yellow skin and all the issues that come along with quality of life for survivors. And once I looked normal and felt normal, I just wanted to be normal. So I was a closet cancer survivor for a long, long time. And then when ACS CAN formed and I got involved in advocacy, since then I've been so lucky to have so many opportunities to make a difference. I went to the first celebration on the Hill, and it was such an amazing experience. At the second celebration on the Hill, I had the honor of being the survivor co-chair of the event, and that was an amazingly rewarding experience. But I'm just not sure that there's a better job in the society or in ACS CAN than being a state lead ambassador. My staff partner, Ann Garay, and we had so much fun, and we got so much work done. And when I got the award for State Lead Ambassador of the Year on this stage in 2008, well, I wasn't sure it could get any better than that until this award. We really can make a difference in big ways. We can save thousands of lives through increasing cancer research funding, through reducing smoking rates and exposure to secondhand smoke, and ensuring access to essential health benefits for everyone. Thousands of lives. We get to make a difference in really big ways. We also get to make a difference in small ways, one person at a time. One of the issues on our ask list, the first state legislative day that I went to in California, was a bill to eliminate triplicate prescription forms for narcotics. Well, I was new. That wasn't near as exciting to me as the smoking in cars with kids ban that we were also working on. But I learned the importance of it, that it was a barrier to physicians'
prescribing adequate pain relief for cancer patients and others with chronic disease, that the form had to be locked in their office, it had to be submitted to the DEA, too many scripts could lead to an investigation. It was an issue, it was a barrier. We lobbied for it, we won it, it was a win, that was great. A couple years later, I was a caregiver for a very dear friend who was dying of bone cancer. He was sent home after surgery, late on a Friday afternoon, with like Tylenol that the hospitalist had prescribed for him on his way out the door. He was in really dramatic pain. So I ran back to the hospital to look for his surgeon because I knew his surgeon would know he needed something more. And I found his surgeon in the parking lot on his way home. So he whipped the prescription pad out of his pocket and he scribbled a script and he handed it to me. And he said, you know, until recently I couldn't have done this. I would have had to decide if I really wanted to go back to my office to get this triplicate form we used to have to use. And I smiled and I said, yeah, I know. I know, because my fellow California ambassadors and I had helped make that happen. That one person, my dear friend, was spared that pain because of the work that we did. We make big differences. I just don't know it gets any better than that when we can really feel the impact of what we do. But there are a couple exciting changes coming up for me January 1st that I'll share with you. One was I have the honor of being chair of the California Division Board of Directors starting January 1st. And I have another momentous change on January 1st that all of you should know what it is, because most of you in this room helped make it happen. On January 1st, for the first time in 36 years, I am an insurable individual. We've accomplished so much in the 12 short years that ACS CAN has existed, but we really don't get to celebrate, not yet, because we have so much more work to do. And since I've got this bully pulpit here for a moment, I want to quickly share a couple of my hopes for the coming years. One is I hope that each of us will become more active in local advocacy. There is so much more that we can accomplish in our city councils and our county boards on tobacco, nutrition, physical activity. Let's not always wait for national and statewide issues, although those are very fun to work on. But let's also find something that needs fixing right at home and take the initiative. Secondly, I hope to see a better capture of the energy that is generated by Colleges Against Cancer into advocacy. Is there a university near you? Is the advocacy lead on their CAC chapter an ambassador and an active part of your ACT team? Let's get those young leaders trained into the volunteer structure so we're sure to keep them engaged and when they graduate and they move into their communities, because they are way too valuable to lose. So thank you for this honor. Thank you for all the chances that I've had to make a difference. I really view each of them as a gift that I've received. As is the opportunity to know so many of you incredible people, staff and volunteers. You enrich my life. I'm inspired by you.